Once dismissed as food for the poor due to its strong, fishy smell, squid has made a spectacular comeback to become one of the most beloved seafoods across all ages and social classes. But have you ever wondered, how are more than 3 million tons of squid caught and processed each year before silently making their way into millions of meals around the world? From the deep blue ocean, across countless obstacles, squid are harvested from distant offshore fishing grounds where specialized fleets operate at full capacity throughout the season. They are then transported to fully enclosed processing plants, where modern technology preserves their freshness while producing a wide variety of products, from frozen squid to chewy dried squid, all destined for global markets. Today, join Agriculture Insight as we step inside some of the most advanced squid processing plants in the world, where cutting-edge technology and high-speed operations come together to handle hundreds of tons of squid every single day. All of this will be revealed in this video. China is known as the squid fishing capital of the world, with an annual catch exceeding 1 million tons. Meanwhile, the United States plays the role of the world's most advanced squid processing hub, where coastal factories, from California to Rhode Island, operate around the clock to sort, process, and package fresh squid with near-perfect precision, serving both domestic markets and global exports. Beneath its soft, silent appearance, the squid possesses a remarkable defense mechanism. When threatened, it instantly releases a dense black cloud of ink, like an underwater smokescreen, that confuses predators and allows it to escape quickly. This ink bomb isn't just effective against sharks or whales, it can even catch humans off guard. Known for its decentralized nervous system and lightning-fast reflexes, the squid can still appear to dance, even after being prepared. In Japan's famous dancing squid dish, simply pouring soy sauce over the severed tentacles is enough to trigger twitching movements. A shocking yet scientifically accurate display based on its unique biology. Every journey has a beginning. Let's head to the distant fishing grounds of the Pacific Ocean, where bright lights and specialized fleets set the stage for the thrilling adventure of the ninjas of the sea. Squid season typically falls during the full moon months from April to August, a time when, in the middle of the night sea, countless high-intensity lights blaze like artificial suns aboard fishing vessels. Unlike tuna or mackerel, squid are highly sensitive to light and strongly drawn to it. This allows fishermen to lure them to the surface, gather them into schools, and harvest them quickly within just a few short hours. Depending on the squid species, fishing grounds, and available technology, fishermen employ various harvesting techniques. Many modern vessels are equipped with radar, sonar, and thermal sensors to detect squid schools early, allowing them to haul in tons of catch in just a single night. When the radar detects squid moving beneath the cold waters, the crew immediately activates the automated jigging system. Hundreds of fishing lines are released simultaneously, each hook fitted with a flashing artificial lure. The retrieval process runs continuously, fast and precise, forming a specialized harvesting assembly line in the heart of the nighttime ocean. Right on the deck of the fishing vessel, freshly caught squid are immediately processed or placed into large, ice-filled containers for rapid cooling, a crucial step to preserve freshness from the very beginning. Some high-capacity boats are even equipped with deep freezing chambers, where squid are stored at temperatures below -20°C, preventing spoilage during long fishing trips that can last for hours or even several days at sea. For larger squid species, such as reef squid or giant squid, fishermen often take the opportunity to extract the ink sac and rinse the bodies with seawater right on the boat. A step that not only ensures product hygiene, but also helps maintain the quality of subsequent catches. When the boat docks, the entire squid haul is unloaded manually, swiftly, precisely, and under pressure, because even a few hours of delay can send freshness plummeting. In Japan, many high-end restaurants impose strict standards. Squid must be delivered within 12 hours of being caught and kept consistently at 0.4°C. Fail to meet those requirements, and the entire shipment can instantly lose its value. Frozen fresh squid is thawed and then transferred to the processing area, where every step is performed manually with high precision. Workers use sharp knives to remove the head, eyes, beak, and ink sac, then gently extract the internal organs from the body. Next, the thin purplish skin is peeled off by hand or assisted by high-pressure water jets, revealing the clean white flesh underneath. This process ensures optimal cleanliness, preparing the squid for the next stages of processing. At this stage, the squid is sorted into individual parts such as tentacles, fins, body, and ink sac. Throughout the processing stage, water is continuously flushed to ensure thorough cleaning, maintain freshness, and help workers handle the squid more efficiently and accurately. The tentacles, known for their chewy texture and rich flavor, are usually kept whole, carefully cleaned, and inspected before being packaged according to size. Meanwhile, the fins, meaty and firm, undergo a brief boiling or steaming step to lightly cook them, preserve their natural shape, and improve flexibility. They are then quickly cooled and deep frozen to retain their flavor and freshness throughout storage. For squid that are processed by parts, the body section undergoes multiple washes with cold water, combined with high-pressure water jets to thoroughly remove slime, marine debris, and any clinging particles. Some high-quality squid bodies, meeting standards for whiteness, elasticity, and size, are kept whole and packaged as frozen fresh squid. They are then neatly arranged in trays or specialized food-grade bags and packed into finished products. However, the majority of the remaining squid is used in the production of value-added products. For species with firm meat and tubular bodies, such as squid tubes or bat squid, the body is fed into a specialized cutting machine, where precisely calibrated rotating blades slice it into uniform rings with diameters ranging from 3 to 5 centimeters. Automatic sensors adjust the thickness of each cut with high precision, ensuring every ring is perfectly shaped. After slicing, the squid rings are quickly rinsed again, then passed through deep freezing tunnels at -40°C to lock in their freshness and signature firm texture. Immediately afterward, an automated packaging system portions the product into 250 grams, 500 grams, or 1 kilogram packs, with an output capacity of up to 1 ton per hour. These bright white rings, meeting the strictest standards of quality and hygiene, are then carefully packed and shipped directly to consumers around the world. But what's truly interesting is this: the small round core inside each squid ring, often mistaken as waste after cutting, is far from being discarded. On the contrary, these hidden pearls are fully utilized for a variety of purposes. They can be stir-fried, added to soups, used as toppings for instant noodles, or processed into convenient ready-to-eat meals. With the support of automated production lines and strict quality control systems, the entire process, from slicing and separating to processing and packaging, happens quickly, precisely, and under strict food safety standards. As a result, not only are the perfect squid rings preserved, but even their modest inner cores are valued, repurposed, and find their way into countless delicious dishes enjoyed around the world. After the modern pre-processing steps, the journey is far from over. Now the squid enters the drying stage, where technology and artisanal know-how come together to create tender, aromatic slices with authentic flavor. There are two common methods for producing dried squid: traditional sun-drying under natural sunlight, and modern cold air drying, where temperature and humidity are tightly controlled to preserve flavor and achieve perfect chewiness. With the cold air drying method, cleaned squid are skewered on wooden sticks and dried at 25°C for 6 hours to maintain their straight shape, natural texture, and chewiness. Meanwhile, sun-drying is the time-honored technique that imparts a rich, deep flavor as the squid absorbs the sun and breeze. Thousands of squid hang in neat rows on drying racks across wide open fields, producing a signature taste that is unmistakably authentic. Whether by cold air drying or sun drying, the squid is then quality checked, graded by size, and carefully packaged to ensure uniformity and export-grade standards. In the wild, squid are among the most mysterious and versatile creatures of the ocean. They belong to the mollusk family and are closely related to octopuses and cuttlefish. Their streamlined bodies are perfectly designed for high-speed movement through water. Squid primarily inhabit deep waters, typically at depths of 20 to 200 meters, though some unique species can be found as deep as 1,000 meters, where sunlight can barely reach. In such extreme environments, squid have evolved extraordinary adaptations, including bioluminescent skin that allows them to communicate, hunt, and hide in the pitch-black depths. They often live alone or in small groups and tend to migrate with ocean currents and shifting light patterns. During the day, they remain hidden in deeper waters to avoid predators, and at night, they rise closer to the surface in search of food. Thanks to their flexible bodies, squid move by drawing water into their mantle and forcefully expelling it backward, propelling themselves like underwater rockets. When threatened, they instantly release a cloud of thick black ink to confuse predators and vanish within seconds. The reproductive journey of squids is brief but mesmerizing, like an underwater dance, where visual signals and intricate behaviors intertwine in perfect harmony. During mating season, the male approaches the female with an impressive display, rapidly changing colors, extending its arms and curling its body, a combination of courtship invitation and a showcase of strength. Once accepted, the male uses a specialized arm called the hectocotylus to transfer a spermatophore, a sperm packet, into the female's reproductive cavity, typically located near the head or body. After fertilization, the female seeks out calm, sheltered areas on the seafloor with rocks, sand, or seaweed to lay her eggs. In many species, something extraordinary occurs. Groups of females gather and lay their eggs simultaneously, creating massive egg gardens. Beneath the ocean surface, thousands of pearly white egg clusters, floating like underwater bunches of grapes. Each female may carry from several hundred to tens of thousands of eggs and lay them in multiple batches over a few days. During egg laying, the female secretes a sticky gelatinous substance to coat the eggs, allowing them to adhere securely to rocks, coral, or seaweed. The result is compact, organized clusters that are sturdy enough to withstand ocean currents. Remarkably, if the environment isn't deemed safe enough, the female may return to deposit another layer of eggs over the previous batch, a rare form of parental care among invertebrates. After 2 to 5 weeks of quiet development on the seafloor, the eggs hatch simultaneously, releasing clouds of baby squids that drift gently in the water. Though only 1 to 3 millimeters long at birth, they already resemble miniature adults, with slender bodies, large eyes, short tentacles, and the ability to swim by jet propulsion from the very first moment. Delicate as they are, these tiny explorers are equipped with all the essential tools for survival: camouflage, color-changing abilities, and lightning-fast reflexes, everything they need to begin their daunting journey into the vast, unpredictable ocean. From a soft-bodied creature of the deep, the squid has not only captivated our taste buds but also astonished scientists with its extraordinary biology and intricate reproductive behavior. A creature that seems ordinary at first glance, yet holds within it an entire world of mysteries still waiting to be uncovered. Countless fascinating things lie ahead, secrets and technologies you may have never imagined. So, let's continue this journey and uncover even more captivating stories together. If Thailand is the tuna processing factory of the world, with about 30% of the global export market share, then the United States is the consumption giant, with an ever-growing demand for imported tuna. Every year, the U.S. spends billions of dollars importing tuna to supply a dynamic and rapidly expanding consumer market. Though tuna may appear gentle, it is actually the jet fighter of the ocean, capable of reaching speeds up to 75 kilometers per hour, faster than a car driving through city streets. Not just a fish, tunas are underwater speed racers, challenging every fishing gear with their sharp, agile turns. It may sound unbelievable, but every time you open a can of tuna, you also face the risk of mercury exposure. Surprisingly, this powerful rocket-fast fish can accumulate heavy metals through the food chain. Therefore, eating tuna too frequently may cause mercury levels to exceed safe limits. Tuna fishing mainly takes place during the peak season from May to September, when tuna populations reach their optimal levels. Major fishing grounds span across tropical and temperate waters of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans, where tuna migrate along ocean currents in search of abundant food sources. Common fishing methods include purse seine nets, hand lines, and specialized fishing vessels, each suited to different tuna species and scales of operation. Purse seine nets are the most popular and efficient method for harvesting skipjack tuna in the canning industry, due to their ability to encircle entire schools of fish and capture large quantities in a short time. Once a school is detected, usually via sonar or seabird activity, the vessel deploys the net in a cylindrical shape around the school, then tightens a bottom rope, purse line, to close the net, preventing the fish from escaping and maximizing catch efficiency. Some fishing vessels even use helicopters to locate tuna schools, allowing for more accurate positioning and significantly reducing search time at sea. As powerful predators, tuna are constantly on the move, following ocean currents in search of small fish, squid, and crustaceans. This behavior directly impacts fishing strategies, requiring fishermen to monitor migration patterns and adjust their harvesting methods according to the season and specific marine regions. Once brought ashore, the tuna undergoes preliminary processing and is quickly chilled to preserve its freshness and maintain the quality of the meat. Transportation to the processing plant must occur as quickly as possible to prevent any decline in quality. From the distant oceans, the tuna is transported in large refrigerated trucks to modern processing facilities. There, it is stored in cold warehouses at temperatures ranging from -18°C to -25°C for a maximum of 3 months, ensuring optimal freshness, all in preparation for the next remarkable stage of its journey. At the processing plant, frozen tuna can be processed directly without the need for thawing. The fish is fed into industrial cutting machines with a capacity of up to 1 ton per hour. These machines are capable of handling tuna at temperatures ranging from -20°C to -40°C, using ultra-hard blades made from special alloys or coated with synthetic diamond to ensure clean cuts without cracking the flesh. Cutting the tuna while still frozen helps preserve the ideal meat structure, preventing it from becoming mushy, dehydrated, or discolored. Most importantly, skipping the thawing process can reduce the risk of microbial contamination by up to 80% compared to processing fresh or previously thawed fish. For larger tuna species such as yellowfin and big-eye tuna, the processing steps differ from those used for skipjack tuna. These large fish can exceed 1.5 meters in length and weigh hundreds of kilograms, requiring specialized knives for handling. To ensure the highest meat quality and minimize errors, every step is carried out manually by skilled artisans. This work demands exceptional precision and finesse, making it one of the most technically demanding roles in the industry. Veteran artisans can earn salaries of up to $200,000 per year. Due to their high economic value, these premium tuna are typically kept fresh and delivered to major retailers, supermarkets, and renowned restaurants, where they are consumed on the same day to preserve their optimal flavor. The highest grade portions are processed into whole tuna fillets, while the remaining cuts are used for chunk or flake products, suitable for various types of canned tuna offerings. After being processed and cleaned, the whole tuna are transferred into giant steam cookers for the cooking phase. To handle tons of fish at once, factories are equipped with modern machinery that integrates precise temperature control systems with the steamers, ensuring the tuna retains its rich flavor. This process not only tenderizes the meat but also prepares it perfectly for the next stage, meat separation, helping preserve the tuna's signature taste and preventing it from drying out. Once steamed to perfection, the tuna is transferred to the manual filleting area, where skilled workers meticulously separate the meat with near-perfect precision. At this stage, workers carefully remove bones, skin, and any substandard parts, preserving only the finest portions for delicious canned tuna. During the filleting process, workers typically use their bare hands or thin gloves to separate the meat from the bones, avoiding thick protective gloves to maintain dexterity and tactile sensitivity. However, this exposes them to the risk of painful punctures from sharp bones and potential infections if not treated promptly. To ensure hygiene, each worker must thoroughly sanitize and wash their hands before beginning the deboning process. After being carefully sorted, the tuna meat, whether in large chunks or smaller flakes, is transferred to the canning area, where every step is performed under strict supervision to ensure food safety and product consistency. For large, intact pieces of tuna that meet the required standards in shape and size, the canning process demands greater precision and attention to detail. Instead of relying solely on automation, workers are directly involved in manually arranging the fish. Each piece is meticulously selected and placed into the can in a specific orientation, ensuring that the tuna sits neatly, uniformly, and attractively. This not only guarantees accurate weight, but also provides a visually appealing presentation when the can is opened, a crucial factor for mid to high-end products where the visual experience is just as important as the taste. For tuna meat that has been flaked or broken into small pieces, many factories still choose to carry out the canning process with direct assistance from workers, particularly in facilities that focus on visual quality and product consistency. After initial processing, the tuna is placed into large trays and kept at an appropriate temperature to maintain its flake texture and optimal moisture. At this stage, workers manually portion the tuna into tin cans. Each worker is thoroughly trained to ensure accurate weight measurements, while also arranging the tuna evenly and neatly within each can. Although this method is slower than a fully automated production line, the flexibility and manual control allow for greater accuracy in small batches or high-quality product lines. Workers can also easily detect and remove foreign objects, impurities, or substandard pieces of tuna during the process, something that machines cannot always identify with complete precision. In some factories, tuna meat is pre-formed into uniform blocks before being canned. This step creates consistent shapes and weights, helping the tuna fit neatly in the can and enhancing its overall presentation when opened. Once the tuna meat has been placed into the cans, the next step is to add the liquid, usually vegetable oil, brine, or a special sauce, depending on the product line and the taste preferences of the target market. This liquid plays a crucial role in preserving the fish, helping to prevent oxidation, maintain moisture, and extend shelf life. At the same time, it contributes to the unique and distinctive flavor of each canned tuna variety. Depending on the recipe and product segment, the amount of liquid added is carefully adjusted to achieve the perfect balance. After the tuna meat and preserving liquid have been fully filled into the tin can, the next step is sealing the can with a lid. The tin lid is precisely placed onto the can's opening by an automated system. Then, the can moves to the seaming machine, an automatic sealing device, where the lid and the can body are tightly pressed together using a technique called seaming. This process folds and crimps the lid's edge around the can's rim, creating an airtight seal that prevents air, bacteria, or any contaminants from entering the can. This operation is extremely precise and fast, with speeds reaching up to thousands of cans per hour. The seaming machine is equipped with advanced sensors to ensure every can is perfectly sealed. If any defects occur, such as a loose lid, uneven seam, or insufficient sealing pressure, the affected can is automatically removed from the production line to prevent any risks to food safety. The tuna cans are then slid into steel cages and transferred into a high-pressure steam sterilization system, where they are processed at a temperature of 121 degrees Celsius for approximately 60 to 90 minutes. This step is crucial for eliminating bacteria, mold, and spoilage-causing enzymes. After sterilization, the cans are rapidly cooled using either a cold water system or air cooling to bring down the temperature efficiently. This step prevents overcooking, preserves the texture and flavor of the tuna, and ensures the structural integrity of the cans. The story doesn't end once the tuna cans have finished their bath in the sterilization system. On the contrary, they immediately return to the production line to enter the final stage, packaging and preparing for shipment to the market. At this stage, each can is neatly arranged and grouped according to a predetermined quantity. Then, a carton paper sleeve, fully printed with product information and branding and pre-cut to the appropriate size, is carefully folded around the group of cans. This packaging not only keeps the cans securely in place to prevent shifting during transportation, but also creates a sturdy outer layer of protection. This type of packaging not only saves space and makes shelf display more convenient, but also enhances the product's aesthetic appeal and brand recognition. The next step is to use shrink wrap to tightly seal each small pack. The shrink wrap is carefully and evenly wrapped around each pack, forming a thin, transparent, and flexible layer that snugly fits the products. After the packs of cans are securely wrapped with shrink film, the next step is strapping to firmly bind the packs together, creating a stable load. Then, product barcodes are applied directly onto the packaging or shrink wrap, ensuring easy identification and facilitating inventory control and management during storage and transportation to the market. Afterwards, the packs are neatly stacked into large bundles on pallets, facilitating easy transportation and storage. Then, shrink wrap is tightly wound around each pallet load, creating a transparent protective layer that secures the products, prevents dust and moisture, and enhances durability against impacts. The combination of folded carton packaging and shrink wrap ensures the products are both safe and visually appealing when they reach consumers. And that's the perfect journey from fresh tuna to neatly packed cans ready to reach you. A commitment to quality and freshness in every product. Have you ever wondered how Coca-Cola produces up to 800 million bottles every day? An astonishing number for a seemingly simple beverage. Yet its unmistakable flavor has kept Coca-Cola reigning supreme in the beverage world, no matter how hard Pepsi tries to turn the tide. So what makes this legend? A secret formula safeguarded for over 130 years, a network of more than 900 bottling plants worldwide, and an automated production line with incredible precision. It's all waiting for you to discover. Right now, join Agriculture Insight as we step inside the Coca-Cola factory and uncover the journey of this legendary brand conquering the world. Let's dive in. Whether produced in the US, Mexico, or Brazil, every bottle of Coca-Cola tastes nearly identical, a feat few brands can achieve. The secret lies in a legendary formula called Merchandise 7X. Only 2 people in the world know the full recipe, and they are never allowed to fly on the same plane. Amazingly, this iconic formula didn't come from a high-tech lab, but from a small pharmacy in Atlanta. In 1886, pharmacist John Stith Pemberton created Coca-Cola as a tonic to relieve headaches. But it was Asa Griggs Candler who acquired the formula in 1888 that transformed it into a global empire. With bold strategies and marketing genius, Coca-Cola became more than just a drink. It became a worldwide icon, now valued at over $96 billion and holding 46% of the global carbonated beverage market, far ahead of competitors like Pepsi. Have you ever popped the cap off a Coke with a st and gulped it down, feeling refreshed? Behind every bottle is an intricate system running like a finely tuned machine. Now follow me as we explore where Coca-Cola is born every second. You'll be amazed. You'd be surprised to know that 90% of Coca-Cola is water. Before it transforms into the world's best-selling beverage, the water goes through multi-stage filtration, reverse osmosis, and UV sterilization, ensuring absolute purity. Once the water has been purified to near perfection, the process moves into its most crucial stage, preparing the syrup, the very soul behind Coca-Cola's legendary flavor. The syrup contains sugar or high fructose corn syrup, caffeine, caramel for its signature brown color, and phosphoric acid to balance the acidity. But it's merchandise 7X, the mysterious formula kept secret for over a century, that truly makes Coca-Cola unique. Once complete, the syrup is mixed with purified water in massive industrial blending tanks, operating in a sterile environment and monitored by an advanced automated system to ensure absolute consistency and quality. The next step is CO2 carbonation, where CO2 is infused into the water and syrup mixture, creating the legendary cyst sound and a tingling, refreshing sensation that makes each sip of Coca-Cola feel like a burst of freshness. Once perfectly blended and carbonated, Coca-Cola is ready to explode in every drop. The bottle's job is to preserve its refined flavor and begin the journey to conquer the world with that ultimate moment of refreshment every time the cap is opened. With PET bottles, the process starts with small preforms, no bigger than a finger. These tiny plastic tubes are placed into a molding machine, where high heat and powerful compressed air inflate them into the Coca-Cola bottles you hold every day. Aluminum cans, on the other hand, are stamped and shaped from thin sheets of metal, then cleaned, dried, and sent straight down the production line. As for glass bottles, Coca-Cola's nostalgic icon, many plants around the world operate reuse and recycling programs. Used bottles are collected, thoroughly washed and sterilized, and then inspected by high-tech cameras. Only those that pass every checkpoint will be reborn, ready to carry a fresh new round of Coca-Cola. Once the perfect bottles are created, they immediately move into the filling area, where every drop of Coca-Cola is poured in an instant, filling hundreds of bottles and dozens of cans every second. The advanced filling system, under extremely high pressure, preserves the signature fizz and ensures precision down to the smallest detail, preventing any air from entering. Afterward, the bottles are automatically sealed, locking in the freshness and effervescence, so that every bottle of Coca-Cola reaches your hands bursting with flavor. Next comes the step of dressing Coca-Cola. Not simply labeling, but a mesmerizing showcase of precision and high-speed technology. On the modern production line, thousands of Coca bottles move like miniature battalions, passing through an automated labeling system at dizzying speed. Ultra-sensitive optical sensors scan each bottle to ensure the label is applied with millimeter accuracy. After being perfectly dressed, the Coca-Cola bottles and cans begin to gather. On the production line, automated machines arrange them snugly like perfect puzzle pieces, forming neat packs. These packs glide along the conveyor belt like small trains, moving smoothly and steadily, carrying an explosive energy as they race forward. In some special editions, the packaging is designed like a mini suitcase with a convenient handle, not only making it easy to carry, but also serving as an invitation to lively parties and moments of explosive energy. Automated machines neatly wrap shrink film around each pack. At this stage, giant robotic arms swing into action, working tirelessly and precisely, lifting, rotating, and placing each pack onto pallets like a high-tech game of Tetris. Once the pallet is full, a shrink wrap system kicks in, sealing the load like battle armor, keeping the Coca-Cola formation tight and flawless. The blazing red packs stack up neatly and glide smoothly, like a perfect final move in a game. And from here, the journey to conquer the world begins. The lift carefully moves the pallet into the warehouse, placing it neatly like the final puzzle piece in a perfect picture, ready to set off. A 24/7 logistics network ensures that just hours after leaving the factory, Coca-Cola is already chilled on store shelves, ready to pop open with you. Because a glass of Coke isn't just a drink, it's the grand finale of a backstage tech symphony. Coca-Cola and fast food, an inseparable golden duo, with every sip of Coca-Cola perfectly complementing each bite, delivering an unexpectedly euphoric experience. But even the strongest always have a worthy rival. And when it comes to Coca-Cola, one name stands tall: Pepsi. For decades, these two fizzy titans have clashed in what might be the most epic marketing war of all time. From the legendary Pepsi challenge that dared drinkers to choose blind, to Coca-Cola's secret formula locked tighter than a government vault, it's been blow for blow. Billions of dollars, decades of drama, and countless sips later, the bubbles are still rising, and this battle, far from over. But behind the sparkling crown of this soft drink king and the jaw-dropping numbers lie shadows that few talk about. In Mexico, where Coca-Cola often replaces water, the average person drinks over 600 bottles a year, contributing to high obesity and diabetes rates. And that's not all. Coca-Cola has also faced criticism for its extensive use of groundwater, particularly in regions already dealing with water scarcity. In addition, environmental impact is another pressing concern. With billions of PET plastic bottles produced every year, Coca-Cola has come under fire from environmental organizations, urging the company to improve its packaging and increase global recycling rates. Coca-Cola continuously innovates to keep up with the trends, offering lower sugar products and environmentally friendly packaging. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar was created for consumers to enjoy the familiar taste without worrying about sugar, while also reflecting the brand's commitment to a more sustainable future. Have you ever thought about the journey of a humble hazelnut? These small but mighty nuts are packed with rich flavor and are a key ingredient in many beloved treats. Every year, around 1.5 billion pounds of hazelnuts are harvested from vast orchards across the US and Europe, destined for snacks, desserts, and of course, one of the world's most famous chocolate spreads. Yes, we're talking about Nutella, the creamy, chocolatey delight that has won over millions. But how do hazelnuts go from orchard to jar? Today we'll explore the entire process, from harvesting and processing hazelnuts to their transformation inside modern factories, where they are roasted, ground, and blended with chocolate, sugar, and vegetable oil to create the irresistible spread. Let's dive into this fascinating journey right now. Hazelnuts are the heart and soul of Nutella, delivering its signature nutty, creamy richness. Approximately 25% of the world's hazelnut harvest goes directly into making this beloved spread. Every hazelnut's journey starts in the orchard. Hazelnuts are primarily grown in the US and Europe, with Turkey leading production at 70% of the global supply. In the US, Oregon is the hazelnut hub, thanks to its temperate climate featuring wet winters and cool summers. The perfect environment for hazelnut trees. Hazelnut trees typically start bearing fruit about 3 to 5 years after planting. Harvest season occurs in the fall when the nuts are ready. A key indicator of ripeness is when the outer husks change from green to golden brown and the nuts begin naturally falling from the branches, especially after a light breeze. Ripe hazelnuts naturally drop to the ground, where specialized machines quickly and efficiently gather them, ensuring the nuts remain fresh and of high quality. This streamlined process sets the stage for transforming hazelnuts into delightful treats like Nutella. Hazelnuts often ripen and fall naturally to the ground, so row sweepers take over, moving methodically through the orchards to gather the fallen hazelnuts into neat rows on the ground. These machines are equipped with rotating brushes or soft paddles close to the soil surface, working seamlessly to sweep the nuts while protecting the ground and nearby trees. During operation, the sweepers use a gentle air-blowing system to remove dust and dry leaves from the hazelnuts, leaving clean and tidy rows ready for the next stage. This ensures that the nuts are easy to collect while maintaining their quality. Finally, specialized nut harvesters get to work, using powerful vacuum systems or rotating brushes to collect the hazelnuts from the neatly swept rows. The nuts are then transported via a conveyor system for preliminary sorting, where lightweight debris like dry leaves or twigs is removed by controlled air jets. The cleaned nuts are funneled into storage bins at the back of the harvester, ready to be unloaded into transport trucks. This streamlined process not only ensures the nuts are collected efficiently, but also preserves their freshness and quality for further processing. The specialized nut harvesters used in hazelnut farming are advanced machines with a price range typically between $50,000 and $100,000, depending on their size and features. Finally, they are loaded onto trucks for transportation to the processing facility. Hazelnuts arrive at the processing facility and are emptied onto receiving conveyors. Here, they undergo preliminary cleaning using air blowers or screening systems to remove soil, stones, and larger debris like leaves and small branches. The cleaned hazelnuts are transferred to specialized drying chambers designed to remove excess moisture, extending their shelf life. The process uses carefully controlled warm air to ensure the nut's quality and flavor remain intact. Dried hazelnuts are then passed through shelling machines, where the tough outer shells are removed without damaging the kernels inside. These machines typically employ pressure rollers or precision cutting systems to achieve efficient and damage-free shelling. The hazelnuts are fed into a vibrating screen system, which is designed to efficiently separate kernels from shells and other debris. The vibrating motion ensures that smaller particles fall through precisely sized mesh screens, while the intact kernels are guided to the next stage of processing. This system not only increases efficiency, but also maintains the quality of the hazelnuts by minimizing mechanical damage. Once shelled, the hazelnut kernels are cleaned again and moved to a manual sorting station. Here, workers meticulously inspect each kernel along conveyor belts, using their expertise to identify and remove broken pieces, defective kernels, or any that fail to meet quality standards. This hands-on approach ensures that only the finest hazelnut kernels are selected for the next steps in processing. This thorough and detailed post-harvest process guarantees that the hazelnuts are of the highest quality before they are used in making products like Nutella. For hazelnuts that are eaten directly, they are packed into packages. The cleaned and graded hazelnuts are fed into automated weighing systems, which measure exact portions based on the desired package weight. These portions are then funneled into pre-made packaging materials, often designed for airtight sealing to preserve the nut's freshness and flavor. The sealed bags are printed with labels detailing weight, origin, and expiration date. In addition, they are also packed in large bags to be shipped directly to the Nutella factory for production. Now that we've explored the role of hazelnuts in Nutella, let's dive into the other ingredients that make this spread so iconic. Nutella originated in Italy and quickly became a culinary icon beloved across Europe and the US. Every year, over 1.5 billion jars of Nutella are consumed worldwide, with Europe and America making up the largest share of sales. Nutella is a masterful combination of simple yet high-quality ingredients, creating its unique and irresistible flavor. The key components include hazelnuts, about 13%. These give Nutella its signature flavor and are packed with nutritional benefits. Cocoa powder, about 8%, adds a rich chocolatey taste that makes Nutella a true delight. Sugar, about 55%. Derived from sugar beets, it acts as both a sweetener and a natural preservative. Palm oil, about 20%, ensures a smooth, spreadable texture. Skimmed milk powder, about 5%, contributes creaminess and adds nutritional value. This perfect balance of ingredients is what makes Nutella a household favorite around the world. Once all the ingredients are prepared, they are sent to the mixing area to begin the magical process of making Nutella. The hazelnuts are first put into a mill and will yield finely ground hazelnut paste. The journey starts with a blend of hazelnut paste and cocoa powder loaded into industrial mixers. These powerful machines mix the ingredients vigorously to achieve a smooth, uniform base. Next, sugar and skimmed milk powder are added gradually, with the mixers running continuously to ensure perfect integration. Palm oil is then introduced, giving Nutella its signature soft and spreadable texture. Finally, natural flavors are added at the last stage, completing Nutella's irresistible flavor profile. The blended mixture is passed through filters to remove any particles or impurities. This ensures Nutella achieves its silky smooth consistency without any lumps or residues. The final product is transferred to fully automated filling machines, where precision nozzles dispense the perfect amount of Nutella into glass or plastic jars. The jars then move to sealing machines that securely fasten the lids, preventing air from entering and maintaining freshness and flavor. Once sealed, the jars are labeled by automated systems, ensuring each label is perfectly aligned. Finally, the robotic arm will pick up the jars into boxes with fixed specifications, ready to be shipped to consumers. The production process of Nutella is not just a testament to modern technology, but also a perfect harmony of high-quality ingredients and advanced techniques. Every jar of Nutella that reaches consumers embodies meticulous attention to detail and refinement in every step of the process. Hazelnuts are not grown directly from seeds, but are grown from cuttings from nurseries. Hazelnut trees are typically propagated from strong, carefully selected branches, nurtured in nurseries. These branches are either grafted or cloned from healthy, mature trees to ensure they grow well and resist diseases. They are grown in nurseries with careful care to become large seedlings. Once the cuttings have developed enough roots, they are harvested for sorting and chemical treatment. The branches are dipped into a root-stimulating solution to encourage faster root development, improve survival rates, and ensure the saplings grow strong during their early stages. This meticulous process lays the foundation for the lush hazelnut orchards that ultimately make Nutella possible. Once carefully selected, hazelnut saplings embark on their new journey in expansive fields. Specialized planting machines are used to automate the process of placing the saplings into the soil. These machines clamp the saplings, dig precise holes, position the saplings, and compact the soil around the roots swiftly and accurately. A large hazelnut orchard can be planted within just a few hours. After planting, hazelnut trees require meticulous care from planting to harvest to ensure optimal yield and quality. During the early years, young trees are regularly watered using automatic watering system. Paired with nutrient-rich fertilizers to promote root and stem growth. They also weed regularly to help the plants grow well, while pests and diseases are managed through biological methods or safe pesticides to keep the trees healthy. So you've made it with me to the end of the video. You've explored the entire journey of how Nutella, the premium chocolate hazelnut spread, is made. Were you impressed by the incredible technology involved? If so, don't forget to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating content. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.